snapping his fingers, always a big smile on his face. And the next morning he'd always say, "How great was that?"
Randy was just this vibrant force of a man, and he was a party everywhere he went. People they wanted to be around him, they wanted to be engaging with him, and he was just wonderful in every aspect.
How he was able to always have this camaraderie between him and his friends, and he took a lot of advice on what they thought of his restaurants and his style of food and things like that. So I think that he wanted to hear what people had to say.
One of Randy's superpowers was attracting talent, and often attracting talent that nobody knew about. Bringing people up through the restaurant that learned from him, went on, did other things.
Well, we went from Harry's Bar and Grill from late night food to Paragary's Bar and Oven, which was salads and pizza. Then he built the kitchen in the back, which we began doing real classy food. And so his vision was class, shot of class for everyone.
If you wanted to talk, no matter who you were, he would spend as much time as you wanted, sometimes more time than you wanted, but all the time that you needed to talk about what was on your mind. And he would, really listen and try to help.
100% of the time that you were working with something, you got all of his focus and all of his analysis, and it could be putting in a false ceiling with acoustic panels and how that's going to affect light and heat, and it didn't matter, or it could be check presenters. But if it affected the guest experience, you got 100% of them, and you got all of it. And I love that about him, and I miss him terribly.
This place opened in the 80s. Nobody in Sacramento had a wood-fired pizza oven, and nobody was doing the food we were doing. It was different. This restaurant, used to be the only thing, one of the few places around. Now things have kind of migrated away from our little corner, but there's places everywhere.
It really wasn't work to him. He made it seem so easy, and regular people like us might not understand that, but we can always imagine.
You want a place where your friends can hang out, have a good time, and then the business part of it evolves out of that. But the inspiration is just, let's find a place for my friends to gather.
He wanted Sacramento to be a place that was fun and that everybody loved being a part of. He championed the idea of Sacramento pride, and he spoke to it. He loved this town.